What's up, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
And today on Cars and Cameras, we are starting a new project, one that we can only refer to as the HON-DUKI. I picked this project up from a subscriber a few months ago for $300, and it's basically a 1980s Suzuki Sport four-wheeler with a Honda CB750 four-cylinder motorcycle engine crammed underneath it. Awesome idea, however it was never completed. So in today's episode, we're gonna pick it up from under my carport, bring it in the shop, give it a look, and see if we can't get the thing to run, because 750cc four-wheeler? Yes, please. This machine is so cool, guys. There it is. There it is.
This is the first time I've really looked this thing over good.
It's pretty awesome.
There's a whole lot of jank going on here.
Look, give us the tour, man.
All right, first thing I noticed was what is this?
That looks like a tire inflator.
Yes, it is, and it's plugging off a hose like a crankcase vent.
I mean, that's not jank. That's convenience, man.
Oh yeah, let's put some air in the tires.
Innovation.
You know, it's even got the. It's not even a good tire air chuck. You pointed out it's got two.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Clutch handles.
Yeah, check this out. This one's not hooked up, but it has two. Not sure why. It's pretty sweet, though.
Hey man, hit the clutch.
Is this the clutch?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna start pulling levers. Oh, I feel like that's the clutch.
Well,
It's probably gotta get lubricated, man.
Nothing's happening over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the clutch. So cable is bad, probably.
I think the best thing about this machine, other than honestly the 750, is the color scheme, man.
I like the gold rim.
Yeah, gold, red, and blue. It is so 80s and so awesome.
Well, let's see what year it is. I have no idea. I was figuring it's like mid-80s.
It looks like mid-80s to me.
Yeah. Hey man, it says no passengers right in the seat.
Oh wow, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's cool. It's got a taillight.
Taillight?
Yeah.
I think it's got a funny little face, man.
Yeah,
I like it. It's got an oil cooler, a couple headlights, little mouth down there.
All right, I found it has a release.
There you go.
This seat is actually in pretty good shape.
Dude, it's in great shape.
We can clean that up. Make it all nice.
I mean, that plastic is not bad either now.
She got some...
It's scratched up. It's got a couple cracks, but
places.
how old it is.
That's cool. Man, look at it. It's starting to get naked.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let me pull this off. There it is. She is naked.
It looks even better naked, man.
Man, you know how long I've been looking for a Honda motorcycle single overhead cam? I've been looking for a long time, and someone took one off and put it on a four-wheeler.
I bet that's probably what a bunch of people said when we put a dual overhead cam 750 on a homemade vehicle. And then a K100 BM. Yeah, that sucks, man. But it's alright. It's not going to be in vain because we're going to have fun with it.
Okay, cool. I like that thought. I think this is a trailer. Yeah, it's a pin.
Oh, dude.
To go in your trailer hitch.
Is it plugging another like vacuum crankcase vent?
It is. Right there.
Not bad.
You know what? I'm wondering if that goes to an oil cooler or something. I see the oil cooler up there.
Oh man, we gotta do something about some exhaust, because wow. Doesn't have much right now.
Oh man, that's fine.
Man, it's got Phillips screws in the... Man,
Are you serious?
you seeing those? Phillips screws in
Oh,
the...
that's aftermarket.
Yeah, is that like a normal modification?
No, it's aftermarket.
Oh.
Aftermarket headers
Okay.
and flanges and stuff.
Oh, that's cool, man. The overhead cam 750.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, man, I'd never seen that before.
And
That's-
they're usually polished up to a mirror shine. and
Yeah, that's
stuff.
cool.
It's cool.
Dang.
Look how close that is to the.
Yeah, the control arm,
Yeah,
pretty bad.
yeah. And there's the info on this.
The quad.
Yeah, and I can't make out what it is yet. It's made in Japan.
It's a...
What the?
Man?
Are you snacking on pizza?
No. That tells you about whoever built this, man. Whoever puts mushrooms on pizza. It's just a joke. I put the pizza there.
You need to.
I ate the mushroom pizza.
Apologize to the people.
Sorry, everybody. At least I don't like pineapple on pizza.
I will argue with you on that.
All right, man. Agree to disagree on pizza.
No.
No.
Uh-uh.
All right. Anyway, so carburetors, are they stuck?
The carburetors are not stuck.
That is incredible. Oh, dude. And the slide's open?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there's a chance.
I hope so.
One thing you did just point out is this spark plug here, number 2, I guess?
Yeah. It's not even in the hole.
It's not even in the hole. It's not threaded
So
in.
I think that we probably ought to check
There it
and
is.
see if this engine is free or not.
Yeah, we might have. We might be unsticking a 750.
I hope not. That'd be a bad way to start.
Yeah. So after doing a little bit of research, turns out that the overhead cam, the single overhead cam CB750s, are
So-
dry sump
Yep.
oiling systems.
Never knew that.
You learn something every day.
I'm a little worried about the engine. It's been open to the elements. Carburetors have no filters on them, and we have one spark plug out. So I'm gonna gently turn this thing over by something that I don't suggest turning it over by, and that'll be the points cam. It's got a spot on it. You can put a ratchet and spin it over. I don't recommend it because if this engine has a whole lot of compression, which it's an early 750, it shouldn't, or if it's like stuck or something, and if there's any resistance, you can break the my guess is there's some sort of keyway on this thing, and you don't want to break it. So anyhow, enough talking, let's just do it. Alright.
Is that the nut spinning, or?
No, it's the whole engine.
So, it's not stuck.
It's not stuck.
Well, that's big news.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right,
Pretty
so
good.
we need to figure out a battery and oiling system.
Yeah.
'Cause we can't just like put oil in it.
Yeah, because I didn't know it, but these 750, the early 750s with the single overhead cam, have dry sumps. That's what these are for. They're plugging off the lines to the dry sump. So the bikes had an oil tank. So when the engine ran, it pumped oil out of the engine into the tank, and then it had a return or feed to the engine.
Yeah.
So the oil constantly got.
Yeah, dry sumps are
through.
ready for like high G's in racing.
Apparently, yeah, they're great for racing because there's less drag on the crankshaft. Like if the crankshaft splashes
True.
in the oil and
True.
stuff. So it's very interesting. I didn't know about it.
It is very interesting, especially because the later model, the dual overhead cam, has a wet sump.
Yeah. Why didn't they keep going with the
Probably a cost
dry
cutter,
sump?
man. I mean, you look, the dual overhead cam doesn't have that kind of detail either. It's probably saving money.
Who knows? Who knows? And this one's got 4 carburetors where that one only has 2 carburetors. Saving money, right?
Well, that was Cars and Cameras saving money. So we need to make a run to the store for items like 10W40 motorcycle oil and like a double-sided brass nipple to connect our dry sump.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we're seeing if we can get the front brakes working, and so far, it's going pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, there was some fluid in there. It was really nasty. So we filled it up, and we're bleeding the brakes.
Maybe we
Terrible.
have to clean that out.
Just take it out.
Fresh fluid.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Pretty crusty.
Mm-hmm. All right. I feel better.
Yeah, man, at least we're going to be bleeding something
Ooh,
that's not
gosh.
still bad. Much better. All right, everybody.
Oh, it even feels better, dude.
Safety glasses, everybody.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Good. Okay. All right.
Ooh, this one's crusty. Uh-oh. This one's
Box in.
not moving, Holmes. I'm
Oh,
saying.
you ain't got a regular one, do you?
No, hey, I got it fit, though. Oh, we got movement. Oof. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm seeing fluid. Okay. Hold on a second. Had to use our tiny drill bits on this brake bleeder screw. That's what you call it, right?
Sure.
Yeah. It was all clogged up, full of nasty stuff. But this did the trick. So let's bleed the brakes.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
All right. Okay.
She's clean, bud. I rigged up our oil lines to the oil tank with a couple of plastic connectors. Definitely not permanent, but we're just gonna, when we crank this engine over, we just want to be sure that it's gonna have lubrication. And if it runs and is awesome, then we're gonna find a new home for that and make some new lines. So what are you doing, bud?
I'm just lubricating up the cylinders, because I don't know how long this motor's been sitting. Engine, sorry. Oh, you know what we should have done? I have my borescope in the house.
Oh, could have looked at it.
Well, I mean, we still can. We just spin it over and get
That'd be pretty
most
cool.
of the stuff out. That would be kind of cool to
Yeah.
look inside, get a good look, figure out what kind of shape it's in.
Exactly.
Possibly, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, so we have a battery. Let's spin this thing over.
All right. Should we put some oil in it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. 1 quart for testing purposes only. Motorcycle oil. Friendly on wet clutches. 1040 going down the hatch.
I'm just trying to see how much you're spilling.
Oh, just a little bit, man. Just enough to shine the outside of our tank. You think that's going to be enough to crank it over?
Yeah, it should be enough for us to crank it over. All right, so are you ready? There might be some stuff spraying out of the cylinders.
Cool.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'll take cover.
Could just go off to the side, that side or this side, whichever.
If this side's okay, I'll stand here.
There's the positive. All right, so are you ready?
No, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Hey!
Starter sounds great.
Yeah, man. So you just got them nice and lubricated, basically.
Yeah, the cylinders are well lubricated right now.
Good.
So
So we need to check for ignition. Well, we need a wiring diagram.
we need a wiring diagram. I could go in the house and get my borescope, and we can look inside the cylinders and see what we think, see if there's any pitting or...
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. So let's look inside the cylinder.
Oh, that's so cool.
I can tell you, she's probably had a hard life.
Oh, really?
Look at those...
all those grooves?
The grooves in the walls.
I was gonna say, that doesn't look bad for 78 or what year this was.
It's probably not terrible, but she ain't no...
Spring chick.
Yeah.
Well, let's do the other 3 and see what we find.
It looks like the piston has smacked a valve. This is the cylinder next door, and you see the little valve reliefs right there? There's like 2 of them right there. See them?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the cylinder here. Alright, look at that.
Oh, yikes.
That does not look good at
So,
all.
it's a little tricky on camera, but this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Those are the normal valve reliefs right there. But something has smacked right there.
Kind of looks like a valve.
Looks just like a valve.
Or a penny. So are we not gonna have a cylinder, or?
Well, you know, someone could have redid the top end on this thing and just left the piston in there. I mean, I've done that before.
That's true.
Just as long as the smack doesn't affect or like pinch the rings, you're usually fine.
Okay.
So, I mean, I say we kind of check compression.
Sounds good.
In fact, I can probably do it with my finger. Yep.
That sounds like compression to me.
That sounds good. It's got compression on that cylinder.
Sweet.
So, we might be good. Someone might have
Done a top end on this thing.
did a head job on it. So, we might be alright. I mean, as old as it is, you don't think this thing's never had work done to it, do you?
That's true.
Yeah, this thing's older than you and me. So now that my faith is restored that this engine's going to be possibly okay, we need to move on to the electronics. We do need to go in the house and print off a wiring diagram so we can wire this thing up.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, man.
Good morning, good morning. Day 2 of working on HON-DUKI. Ike is taking a look at our clutch cable. It might be broken, which would be bad. So we might have to order one of those. I'm going to take a look at the wiring. I printed off a wiring diagram last night and see if we can get power to these coils. What do we got, man?
Well, I got it just the ignition wired up. And I've got the jankiest wire setup you've ever seen in your life. And I'm about to throw some starting fluid inside the carburetor, inside of the intake, and hit the ignition and see what happens.
Sounds good. So I will crack the throttle? Nope. Okay.
No, because it's not even hooked up.
Oh.
But
I'll hold the throttle's open, the slide's open.
all right. So
Wow, that's tight.
yeah, it's tight. So you open those up, and I'm gonna spray in there, and then I'm gonna hook the battery back up, and then you're gonna hit the key or the switch right there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna crank it over. Hit the switch. You ready?
Yep. Battery sounds weak.
Very weak. Cut off the switch. Alright, so we're gonna need a better battery.
Can we just plug it in at the same time?
How about if I just go get the battery out of the BMW?
Try it again.
Yeah.
What was I heard it sounded like it sputtered just a little bit. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, it did sputter a little bit. So how about we...
More brake clean? I mean more...
yeah, I'll give her another squirt. And I guess I'll crack the throttle open when I...
Hey-o! That was so dramatic. Did you see that, man? It was like all over the floor.
I knew it was going to smoke a lot because we put a lot of
PB blaster in the cylinders.
blaster in the cylinders. So
yeah. Smells like the 70s, bro. Smells like funk and afros.
Funk and afros.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. It ran.
It did run. You want to make it run longer?
Well, we need to check the oil in our tank.
Put some more oil in it.
Probably need to put some more oil in it. And then we need to put fuel in the carburetors and see...
if it'll idle.
Yeah.
HON-DUKI.
HON-DUKI.
I added another quart to our oiling system. Ike's got our fuel tank for superior hydration and electrolytes.
Yeah. And I'm hooking up the fuel line, and I'm going to see what these carburetors do.
The nice thing about these carburetors compared to the dual overhead Cam 750 ones is that these are not vacuum operated. It's just a regular slide, so that means that after sitting for decades, there's actually a chance... Okay.
Is it leaking?
Yep.
Where?
Right out of there. I shouldn't have even said anything, dude. Just talking about...
Let's just try it out.
Okay.
Here we go.
Bad spot in the flywheel?
Choke is on. Here we go.
Had some pretty substantial fire coming out of one of the tailpipes, but that's okay. Ready when you are.
All right. Here we go.
Yep. I keep getting backfire of fire and gasoline on my hand, so I aborted.
Okay.
That would have been heck of a show.
Yeah.
So what do you say, Chief?
All right. I say we check the plugs on this side,
Yep.
and
Probably fouled.
could be a fouled plug, but I mean, in the past, it seems like when we lose one plug,
We lose
the
two.
other cylinder goes out.
Yeah.
I think this plug is pretty dry, dude.
That's number one.
Yeah, it's not fouled out. It doesn't seem to even have any fuel on it.
Can you smell any?
Check it out.
Do a sniff check. Yeah, I
Might
mean
be
that.
the culprit.
Yeah, look at that puppy, man. It looks brand new. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check in on one that's actually firing. That might be
This
helpful.
is going to be another one that's not running. So let's check it out. Did you drop the plug?
No.
Did you inspect the plug before putting it in?
No.
Okay. Because the gap is 0.
Non-existent.
So I'm going to just put these in. And we're going to try it again. Just to try again. See if we got 3 cylinders or what.
Sounds good.
Then we'll recheck this plug.
We have a gap in the spark plug now,
Yes.
which is going to make a difference.
You should.
So I'll operate choke, you operate throttle.
Yep.
Ready when you are.
All right, my friend.
Oh yeah, I need to get my hand out of flame zone.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Here we go. As soon as I get a good spot to... Bam.
Am I,
There it is. Here we go.
Kill switch works.
Kill switch works.
Problems are not fixed.
No. I'm gonna pull the plug again.
Yeah. And you want to check for spark
And
the old-fashioned way?
yeah, I'll check the spark. So I'm gonna pull both of these plugs out and I'm gonna check them again and check for spark.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm just now pulling out the spark plug. Still has a gap.
Okay, that's good. So it means it wasn't getting knocked.
It wasn't getting knocked. That's what I was worried about that originally. So we're gonna check for spark
Yes.
and go from there.
Yep. And if we do have spark, we're going to crank it back up and then shoot some starting fluid down the carburetors that we think are not working right.
Yep.
That'll be a good way to test if it's fuel or not.
Bingo.
What do you got, Chief?
Well, I am going to hook up the battery.
Oh, it's sparking right now.
That's sparking right now. All right, let's turn it over. Both of them are sparking.
I didn't see number one, but if you saw it, then that works for me.
They're both sparking. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Maybe I ought to turn it a little bit for you. All right, you good?
Yep. Oh yeah.
We have spark.
So let's do the starter
let's
fluid
just
check.
Spray the starter fluid in it while it's running and see if it picks up on those two cylinders.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
The spark plugs have been reinstalled and we're ready to fire this thing up. Now what we're looking for, we're going to fire it up, we're going to get it to a certain engine speed, and then Ike is going to hit our offending two cylinders with some starting fluid, and we should hear an increase in engine RPM.
That's the idea.
And if that happens, then we have a fuel problem. If it doesn't happen, then we have another problem that's probably substantial. Ready?
I'm ready. Here we go. Both pipes are hot.
Oh, okay, good. Good sign.
Yep, so we have two offending carburetors.
Cool.
Now, I hate going through these carburetors, but you know,
Not cool.
no. So we're pulling these carburetors off so we can take a look at them. That's fast. All right, I'm gonna turn them over and they're gonna puke fuel all over the place. Ooh, let me go on the other side just in case there's a trail of fuel.
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
All right, so this one's the offending one.
Wait, we have two offending ones, man.
Well, yes, but this one's really offending. It's offending me. It's very offensive. We're gonna take this one out.
Screw was loose, huh?
Oh, that one's loose.
Starting to paint a picture.
Yeah. Oh, that one's loose.
Uh-oh. Not awful.
Look at the gasket.
Yeah, that's not great.
You know what the gasket was doing?
Clogging something.
No, sir. Well, kinda. All right. See the gasket?
Oh, it's keeping the float
It was
from...
keeping the float from going down.
Which means it's not going to fill full of fuel.
It had no fuel in it. That's interesting. I mean, I've never seen that before. But it makes total sense. Total sense. Well, let's check this one out. It'd be hilarious if that one was the same way.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh man, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed on this one.
Yeah.
The fuel is strong with this one. Is this one gonna pull straight up?
Alright, that had fuel in the bowl.
Yeah, it had fuel in it. It looks like it's had. It's got water in it. Oh, that's tape.
Whew. Yeah, it is tape.
Okay.
Oh, it's definitely not water. Don't taste it.
All right. So I guess we're gonna have to clean out the jets and stuff. You got your flashlight handy?
Yes.
All right. I think they're the same jets. So maybe if I just blow everything out, maybe that'll help. It's got a lot of corrosion on the inside, so I would like to clean that up. There's more corrosion in that side than this side, because this one apparently hadn't been getting fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all the bowls and just go through all of them.
Sounds good. Our carburetors are reinstalled.
I overfilled them.
Yep, we got
Squeezing
fuel in
on
the bowls.
Squeezing on the bottle. Shouldn't need to choke it.
Okay. So let's see if we got all four, man.
All right. Choke it.
It was kind of idling, man.
Yep. I mean, she needs. Well, she's gonna need pods.
Yep.
It's gonna need exhaust.
Yep.
It's not gonna run right until
We get pods and exhaust.
you know, yeah. There's no point in tuning it without exhaust and pods. So it's running on all 4 cylinders.
Yeah. Nice job. Put it there. Awesome, dude.
Doesn't sound too bad.
No, it doesn't. It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
HON-DUKI comes to life. Thanks for watching this episode, everybody. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of our Suzuki 750 Honda?
HON-DUKI?
Yeah, that's the best name for it. In this episode, we got it running. We ran into a little bit of issues with fueling and with previous jank, but with our own jank, we have fixed it.
Jank on jank on jank.
Exactly. So next episode, we are going to get this, I keep wanting to say bike, this quad, this pile, ready to ride for the first time. I mean, this thing makes, what, 67 horsepower?
Something like that. High 60s.
Yeah, which is going to be really fast on this quad. It's probably going to be faster than our cross cart ever was. but we need to come up with exhaust, we need to come up with air filters so this engine will run right. Maybe give the carburetors a little tune action.
An extra mount.
An extra engine mount. It's only mounted in 2 places right now. The wheels kind of leak air a little bit. Well, the wheels are bent and it causes the tires to leak air a little bit. And just other here and there things that we need to do in order to make it run. But I think we're off to a great start.
No pun intended, because it's running.
Leave us a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed today's episode, and subscribe to Cars and Cameras for future updates on our HON-DUKI, on our 3-wheelers, on our custom builds, on our go-karts, and on our mini bikes. Facebook at Cars and Cameras and John_Cars and Cameras reviews. John_Cars and Cameras on Instagram for sneak peeks on what we're up to in between videos. If you want to help support our channel beyond just leaving thumbs up, go to our website, cars-cameras.com. Pick up one of our hats, one of our t-shirts, one of our other hats, or one of our hoodies. It's all great quality stuff. And don't forget to check Ike out on Instagram and YouTube at Isaac It'll Be Fine. Thanks again for watching, guys. We will catch you next time.
My screen's wet.
So I took 4 bottles of laxative like you recommended. What are you going to use to put me under?
A hammer.